You also did a tribute to Ella Fitzgerald on what would have been her 100th birthday at the Apollo Theatre in New York. Can you share a little bit about that with us?
Oh, absolutely. My relationship with Ella went back a long way. Of course, she was discovered at the Apollo, but I produced my first television show for PBS, which was a great performances in 2007, and it would have been Ella's 90th birthday, and we had an incredible lineup. We had Quincy Jones and Natalie Cole and Monica. It was remarkable. So it was 2016, and we're about a year out before Ella's 100th birthday, and the Apollo reached out and said, "Would you be interested in producing our 100th anniversary concert?" And I'm telling you, I could count on one hand the phone calls that I've received that thrilled me more than I could imagine. And we did it. We had Count Basie's band, a lot of amazing artists, Patty Austin. We had the strings along with Basie's band. Anyway, we recorded it for a record that came out on Concord. Um, and I was really, really pleased with that. It's, if you think about the great stages of the world, um, I think of the Hollywood Bowl, I think of Carnegie Hall, certainly Royal Albert Hall, and the Apollo Theater. And there's something about those stages that when you walk out, you realize the ghosts of the greats
Mm.
attend every performance, and so not only is it a thrill for us as artists to walk on that stage, but it also, you know, energizes our performance. I did Royal Albert Hall for 2 weeks with Sinatra, and in the 5 years I was with him, those were the best concerts that we ever did. And it was because the audience, just the roar of that audience hitting you as a performer energizes you. And there are very few stages that can claim that. But to be on the stage where 10 feet in front of me, Ella Fitzgerald walked out not to sing. It was the amateur contest. She came to dance. And um, another coincidence, that night that she came on to dance in the amateur contest, there were two women called the Edward sisters that were from Harlem. They were in their 20s. They'd gone to Hollywood and they performed in some film, and they came back as the cause celeb of Hollywood in at their home theater in Harlem, and they decided to have that one professional act come out and perform and then start the amateur contest. And sure enough, Ella was up, and Ella walked out and said, "I can't follow them." And the host said, "Well, I'm sorry." And she said, "Can I sing something?" And he agreed. And she started to sing a song called Judy, that was made famous by the Boswell sisters. And there was a guy in the audience named Benny Carter who worked for a very famous band leader, drummer. I'm not remembering his name, unbelievably. Anyway, in 3 days, Ella had been hired, and the rest is history. Uh, yeah,
What
it's an
an
amazing story.
what an
Yeah.
extraordinary story, amazing story. Greg,
I mean, can you imagine, not to interrupt, but you imagine for us, there's Count Basie's band, there's the mic, there's the place where Ella stood, all those years before, 60 years before, and the curtains are closed, and we're about to open curtains up. And I tell you, I get choked up talking about it now. It was very emotional for all of us.
yeah.